Well, the second person I have an opportunity to introduce, a brilliant person who's got a wonderful flash of red, just to make sure we don't miss her at all. Coming from Moscow, here is Dina Atoyan, and Dina, in fact, comes from a country that doesn't exist anymore, called Armenia. And if any of you are else from Armenia, you'll identify, oh, there you go, you'll identify with no longer have an existence, but partly previously under the USSR. But she's going to come and speak to us about her passion, her sense of drive and energy. She works for a great company, PepsiCo. She's responsible for the developments PepsiCo undertakes in emerging markets and developing markets. An important thing to know about Dina is that she is a chemist, of course, by training and background, and she can't stand waffle or blah blah, as she calls it. So straight to the point, Dina, go for it.
Thank you, Michael, for this kind introduction. Hello, my friends. Last week, I had a discussion with my parents regarding this forum. And it's really striking that when they were at my age, around 30, in Soviet Union back in 1980s, all the subjects that we discussed today, like global society, influence of the global business, international forum, were not possible and were not relevant. One thing which stays relevant is the willingness and commitment of people to do good for the society and the world we live in, as this has an eternal value. With my speech, I'm not going to inspire you to start new social or environmental programs. My strong belief is that if we young generations start embedding social and environmental responsibility into our ideas, projects, and our mindset, this will make the biggest difference. And the scale of impact can be really huge, global, if you are a part of a global company especially. I also believe that the young generation can become an engine for global business. If we take PepsiCo Russia as an example, in the Moscow headquarters, more than 60% of employees are aged between 20 and 35. During the last 5 years, business grew tenfold, and young generation was and is the one facilitating this growth and shaping the future of the company. And PepsiCo Russia is not the only example. After the fall of Soviet Union, other global corporations entered Russia, and it was the young people who were open and eager to learn about this new global culture, to learn the language, and to discuss and develop new ideas. We play a very important role for the global business, not only as employees, but also as consumers and customers. Therefore, I strongly believe that we are responsible for the ethical behavior in front of the global community, but also in front of ourselves. I strongly believe that we need to have social and environmental responsibility as a part of our agenda. Very often, making decisions without consideration of social or environmental aspects can lead to greater expense or even losses in the long term for the company. As a food product developer, I can give you an example. So I design snack products. So when you design a new snack product, say corn snack or potato chips, with a social responsibility mindset, you check all possibilities for using healthy ingredients, such as lower salt levels, lower fats, healthier fats, and natural ingredients wherever possible. If you are environmentally responsible, you also think where these ingredients come from, sustainable agriculture, or how the products are manufactured at a factory run by renewable energy sources. We have to consider these trends ahead of our consumers as a part of the product development, rather than trying to rework the design later. I believe that this means that we need to take calculated risks, but we also need to innovate. Innovations require courage from the companies and individuals driving them, and taking risks is absolutely essential. Some people forget, but taking risks means that some of your ideas or projects will not work. And it's fine. So in my R&D career, I saw several examples globally where very good nutritional products were introduced to the market, and then they were delisted. Why? Because people were not ready. They were not ready to pay extra, or there was no real commitment from the sales force, or actually taste has been sacrificed. However, there are very positive examples as well. I was lucky to work in an R&D team on the developing of kris breads for the Russian market. So kris breads is a very traditional snack in Russia, but we decided to use a non-traditional technology to improve the quality control and hard texture of the product. So at first, people were very skeptical about this, always negatively comparing it to the traditional snack. Now, after 6 years, our product is #1 in the category. And some youngsters believe that our product is the traditional one. So I believe that the success of this product was in innovation. And I'm very sure that all of you can give me examples when companies take risks and innovate, they get a chance to become trendsetters, and they really win. So in conclusion, when you go back home, I'd love to encourage all of you and your teams to do the following. First, brainstorm around how social and environmental responsibility can be built into your everyday life. What can you incorporate into your products and projects to bring positive change or benefit to your society and the world you live in? Second, don't be afraid to hire university graduates or people, young people, even though they don't have work experience. They can bring you the ideas of new generations, ideas you've never thought of before, which can become strong business drivers in the near future. Third, take risks and innovate. You cannot guarantee 100% success. Sometimes you are not sure even in 50% success. But if financial risks are not too big and there are no safety risks, then go ahead. Some of your innovation ideas will fly. You'll see it. And I'd like to finish my speech in a classical way with a quote from the famous Russian writer who you probably know, Leo Tolstoy, who said, "In order to believe in good, start doing it." Thank you.